Hey Scandal Squad, welcome back to the channel Celebrity Scandalous. Well, here's some breaking news. Now, it isn't a new case and these aren't new allegations. It's just that Christian Combs has finally been served. Christian Combs has been out here acting a fool like father, like son. He's still partying. I mean, they're still living it up, giving these mansion parties and stuff. A young lady that says she's the victim of Christian Combs has finally served him. So let's get into what's being reported. Diddy's son, Christian Combs, assault accuser, serves him at Mogul's Miami mansion. So I think Miami was one of the mansions that he had put up for his bail for as part of his $50 million bail package. But anyway, let's get into this. Diddy's youngest son, Christian Combs, was served with legal paperwork by his assault accuser at his incarcerated father's Miami mansion. In Touch exclusively reports. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, Grace Omarke, who filed a lawsuit accusing Christian 26 of assault, battery, and other assaults, and intentional infliction of emotional distress, had the paperwork delivered to Diddy's mansion on the water. Diddy, 55, had been spending time at the mansion before he was arrested in New York on charges of trafficking and racketeering on September 16. The mogul has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Diddy also used one of his Miami properties as collateral for his bond. He was recently denied bond for a third time last week. In her lawsuit, Grace claimed she worked as a stewardess in the yachting industry since 2018. She said she had planned to work in the industry for the rest of her life, but claimed the alleged incident with Christian has derailed those plans. Now, I don't know if you guys remember hearing about this before, and Little Rock corroborated her story as well. Grace said she was working on a yacht named Victorious in July 2022. She said Diddy chartered a yacht for himself and his son came along. In her suit, Grace said Diddy turned what was sold as a wholesome family excursion into a hedonistic environment filled with guests who Grace believed were ex-workers. Grace said it resulted in an unexpected increase in workload for her and her colleagues, as well as unwanted exposure to unlawful drug use, ex-work, and general chaos. A freak-off, essentially, on the water in a yacht. During one shift, Grace said Christian was around. During one shift, Grace said Christian was around. She said he took an immediate interest in her, which she considered very inappropriate. She claimed Christian pressured her to drink with him in a recording studio. Grace's suit said Christian violently grabbed Grace's arm and began hurting her. He pulled Grace to the seat beside him and prevented her from getting up. See, I believe they're learning all this wild behavior from their father. I mean, so, and this is a bit of a sidebar. So people that believe that they didn't see Diddy do anything to Cassie or Kim Porter, you have got to be crazy. These children have probably witnessed a lot. Grace says she asked to be able to return to the kitchen, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. She said Christian continued to demand she take more shots. Now, who has to drink on the job? That's just crazy. Grace was quite scared and realized she was in a very dangerous situation. Grace was also feeling the effect of the tequila shots and quickly suspected that the tequila was spiked. Oh my goodness. The suit claimed that later in the day, Christian cornered Grace in a room and became physical and extremely aggressive. She said he groped her as she pushed him back constantly. And so, how old is Christian? Let me see how old is Christian. Because that was a couple years ago. So he was about 24 at the time. Too damn old and old enough to know better. But seeing his daddy do it all the time, right? Grace said Christian took off all his clothes and showed off his erection. She said that he grabbed her arms and tried to force her to perform oral copulation on him. Oh, Lord. Grace started fighting Christian, but he stopped when another employee walked into the room. She said she told her captain the following morning, but he lacked compassion or concern. She needed to sue him too, failed to investigate, and insisted that she was probably voluntarily partying with the guests. Grace said that was not true. Well, here's a question. If the captain was on the ship at the time, I mean, couldn't she have gone to the captain before she drank it, or during? I don't know. Grace said the captain made her continue serving Christian while they were on the yacht and claimed she was not provided an option to be isolated or not serve Christian. Oh, so the captain was in on it as well. See, this is a problem. But she can probably sue the yacht company or whoever, manages, those yachts that go out. So she should probably be suing Christian individually as well as the company. I'm going to say. Because that's a workers issue, workplace harassment. Yeah. So, yeah. The suit claimed in addition to losing her employment, Grace also lost her longtime partner with whom she had planned a future. Grace's partner was never the same after seeing Grace's bruises on her body because of Christian's assault and having to deal with the mental and emotional ramifications, so they separated. So on that issue, if I were, I'm not a judge. Like I told you guys before, I was a legal secretary. I don't know that because people break up all the time. So I think that that's possibly going to be hard for her to prove. People break up for a variety of reasons. But in terms of the emotional part and physical, if he bruised her, yeah, I could see that one. But that claim, I'm interested to see if she could be compensated for something like that. Grace's mental health deteriorated to the point that she was medicated and required intensive therapy. Additionally, she fell into a deep depression and was unable to fully carry out her maid of honor duties at the wedding of her only sister in June 2023, which she had been looking forward to doing for over 18 months, her lawyer wrote in the suit. Grace said she continues to suffer serious harm as a result of Christian's actions. At the time the lawsuit was filed, Diddy's attorney slammed Grace's lawyer. Here we go. Tyrone Blackburn. Tyrone filed a separate case against Diddy on behalf of a music producer named Rodney Jones. Yeah, so Rodney Jones was one of the first people that corroborated this story. And I think the fact that this person has Tyrone Blackburn as an attorney is probably an issue. Tyrone Blackburn, I'm sure you all know, has filed a lot of these lawsuits. In particular, lawsuits against Tiny and T.I., and they have not resulted in a win or a settlement, as I know at this point, for his for any of his clients. So I don't know. She might need to get a better attorney. But anyway, so that's what's happening. Christian has now been officially named in a suit. And what I'm interested in finding out is if these people are going to go forward with criminal charges, because it looks like a lot of them want a payday, which I don't blame them. But, if you are a victim, then maybe we also want some jail time, prison time or something. So that'll be interesting to see what results in this. Diddy is still facing that superseding indictment, and there may be new charges that are going to be brought against him. So let's see also if there are going to be new parties added to the case as well. So jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And please don't forget to hit that thumbs up or thumbs down. We just need some engagement, and leave a comment, good or bad or indifferent. I would like to hear what your thoughts are, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.